Welcome to Pigskin Predictions. I'm Brad. That's Dustin, and we're going to do our picks for this week. Just like always, we have the hat challenge. Um, if you can pick against me, if you can beat me, you win a hat. Um, any hat you want, doesn't have to be a Cowboys hat, but there's the ones I have on hand, the Cowboys one and the beanie. It can be any team. It doesn't make any difference. Just pick against me, beat me, win a hat.
Yeah.
Had a couple winners this year so far.
Yeah.
Not too many people have beat me yet.
Yeah.
A couple people, but
I'm going to do the same on mine, but if you beat me on the spread, a $50 gift card that you can use anywhere. So if you can beat me on the spread part.
okay, there you go. That worked.
Yeah.
I might go against you.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give me $50. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right. So last week I went 11-5. Overall I'm 165-75. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad, considering there was a bunch of upsets this year that nobody's expecting, and
people getting hurt.
Yeah, people getting hurt. So pretty good numbers. Dustin on the spread last week was 9-6-1. Overall, he's 96-77-3, which is really good because I've seen some of the news desk or sports desk guys that do their picks throughout the year, and I've seen several of them under 500 on the spread, picking spread. I mean, they're like way under 500.
I could at least pick 500.
Yeah. You do really well. 96-77. Those are really good numbers. If you go to Vegas, okay, you're I don't know what you're setting at there. Well over 50%. Probably more like 60%, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But overall betting, if you're picking 60% wins, you're going to win money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to win money when it comes to betting.
I have a hard time with it over under.
You're still. Last week you were 7-9. You were a little under 500 last week, but overall you're 94-82. You're still over 50%. That's money making. If you're betting 50-50, okay, that's breaking even.
Yeah.
If you make over, that's making money.
That's all profit.
Anything over 50-50 is profit.
Yeah.
Okay. So no bye weeks obviously this week. We're going to jump because a lot of our viewers are Cowboys fans. We're going to jump straight to the Cowboys here and talk about them for a few minutes. And the rest of these guys, we're going to just blow right through them and get through them. And we're going to put our picks in. You're going to see them. Put y'all's picks in. Like, subscribe, please. Put your picks in.
Comment.
Win something.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Merry Christmas, you guys. Tomorrow is Christmas, so you guys stay safe. Don't drink and drive.
No.
Don't drive. If you're drinking, drink all you want, but don't drive. Okay? Stay safe this holiday season.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going right here first with the Cowboys at Philly. Cowboys are 7-8. Philly's 12-3. We won against Tampa Bay, which was
that game was probably my favorite Cowboy game this year.
I believe so too.
They played with heart. They were flying around.
Young boys come out there playing football, Jack. Even though
hit boys in the mouth.
Even though
they didn't sit back and get hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
I was stumbling away. At least on first.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you.
They played dog football.
Yeah.
Like they went after them boys. They was hitting.
Lamb playing with that hurt shoulder. He showed
the guy
showed me a lot.
Lamb, he don't even have to be out there right now.
No.
He could just go chill.
I was a coach. He wouldn't be.
Yeah, but he's got heart. He wants to play ball.
Yeah.
He wants to play ball. The Cowboys, they're taking a lot of scrutiny.
They're going to. No matter if they're
because we're the
worst team in the league or the best team in the league,
it don't matter.
They're going to get slaughtered every week.
But you know what? I'm going to talk about two things real quick, which is Mike Zimmer and Mike McCarthy. McCarthy has those guys playing football. They found out right before the game started
They got eliminated.
that they were eliminated. And he still got those guys ready. All right, dude, let's go play some damn football.
Yeah.
Let's play football. We ain't got nothing to lose. Let's get out there. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I like the way they played. That, like you said, that's one of my favorite games this year. They got in there and they played Tampa Bay. They played football with a backup quarterback.
I don't know. I'm talking about defense.
Defensively, now here's my thing on defense with Zimmer. Okay, I like Zimmer. At the first of the year, we struggled a little bit, but you got to look at a couple of things. Here's a couple of things. With a brand new defense.
We're depleted almost all year.
On top of that, this is a brand new defense. If I came to you, you was a football player, and I said, "Hey, Dustin, we're about to put a whole new defense in. We're going to play a totally different defense." Do you think you'd pick that up day one?
No,
Nobody
would.
Not even close. Not as complicated as pro football defenses are.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like that Zimmer implemented his defenses, has been and still implementing his defense every week, a little bit at a time. Just here's a little more, here's a little more, here's a little more, here's a little more. And now what we're seeing on our defensive side of football is what Zimmer's real defense looks like.
They had Littlefowl and I think Vigil. He took for Kendrick.
Yeah.
They were running stunts. They'd run up the line and then they'd bounce back, or they'd go, or one would bounce and he would go.
It takes time.
And they were doing. Yeah.
It takes time to understand a defense. Zimmer's defense is different than Dan Quinn's. Dan Quinn's defense was he was a passing defense. Like, we're going after the passer. When we're in passing downs, we're all over them. When we're rushing downs, not so much.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I feel like that Zimmer's defense is starting to get some traction. They're starting to understand it. They're starting to learn it.
I think the players are starting to understand it and getting what's going on and getting respect from the coordinator.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Yeah. I believe that I would be disappointed if they got rid of Zimmer this year.
Yeah.
I really would.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere. If he goes anywhere, head coach.
Yeah.
That's the only place he's going to go.
Yeah.
He's not going out. He's not leaving. I believe Jerry saw enough in these last few weeks of his defense finally coming around.
Yeah.
You know, his defense is.
Players are starting to believe in the scheme.
It is a selfless. Selfless defense. Like, you have to play selfless. How they played last year was selfish.
Yeah.
Like, Michael Parsons was like, I'm getting my sacks.
That's it.
That all I'm focused on is getting sacks. That's all I give a squat about.
Yeah.
Okay. Zimmer's defense is selfless. Your defensive linemen have this is what you need to do.
Play your role.
You do your job.
Be successful.
Yeah, you do your job inside this little small piece of the play. Turns my linebackers being able to do their job in a small piece of the play. Defensive ends can do their job. But if this guy doesn't do his job,
then
it makes the linebackers' jobs harder, makes the defensive ends' jobs harder, makes the everybody's jobs harder.
Yeah.
Okay? They have to play. They have to understand that, okay, I may not get a sack this play.
Yeah.
This may not be this is not my play. On this particular play, for instance, my job is to make sure nobody gets outside, is to turn the quarterback back inside, to push him off his spot. so that the guy on the other side can get the sack.
Yeah.
Okay. Like last year was like every man for himself. Just go get them. This year is Parsons. Your job on this play is to get, let's just say, Hurts. Your job on this play is to push Hurts off his spot and get him to go in that direction. Because if you can get him going that direction, we got the guys over there that's going to take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's his. And now, I know it's been a while, this late in the season, I should say, but now I feel like they're understanding that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we, as fans, are starting to understand that.
Yeah.
Because now we understand, okay, because when you see Parsons like out there on the field, we saw him this last week.
Yeah.
He's like, they hike the ball, and he kind of steps out and holds his ground, and the ball is running that direction, and he doesn't pursue. Okay?
Yeah.
He doesn't pursue the ball, which is exactly what his job is.
Yeah.
Because his job is not to pursue, because we've got guys over there that's going to make that tackle.
Yeah.
If they're doing their job, they'll make that tackle.
Yeah.
Your job is to make sure nobody comes back your direction.
Yeah.
So don't go chasing crap down over there, and then they do a reverse and turn it back, or the running back reverses backfield and comes back. Your job is to make sure if he comes back my way, I got him. I did my job by making sure he's headed that way.
I haven't seen him on some of them plays. There was a passing down. The passing, he could have blitzed and made the quarterback get out of the pocket, but
Yeah.
he didn't. I guess he was tired. I mean,
Well, at the end of the game last week,
it was like running.
yeah, it was like, it was like play after play. I'm sure he's wore out.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to understand, these guys, how many of them plays could you handle in a row?
One.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's. I know these guys are supposed to be in top-notch shape, which they are.
Yeah.
But there's going to be times if they're just staying on the field,
Running no huddle and
no huddle, and they can't get off the field, they do get tired. I mean, you can't sit there because
I think when you say that, you're going to wear the defense down, they're going to be tired. Well, offense, they're running the same thing. Won't they be tired too?
No.
So you run over them.
That's not true. They're running different plays.
No.
They're running different plays.
We're still going to take energy out of the lineman.
Oh, yeah, it takes energy out of the lineman.
Receivers, they still got to run 10-yard route or whatever it is.
Okay, let's look at an offensive tackle. His job.
He's just right here.
All he's doing, hut, and he's just shielding.
Yeah.
The defensive guy that he's blocking,
he's one giving all the energy.
He's the one pushing everything he's got. I got to get around this guy, slapping hands, trying to move around him, trying to get to this side to that side. He's the one expending energy.
Yeah.
The offensive guard or tackle's just like doing this number.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of pushing them off and pushing them off. The defensive guys are the one putting in energy. They're the ones that's hurting. You know
I think the guy that played for Guyton Sunday is doing better than Guyton.
Guyton caused so many. We noticed we hadn't had that many penalties since he's been out.
Yeah, that and it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
I like Hoffman.
I do too.
I like Hoffman. I think in the draft, I think, or let me put it back up. I think next year, in order for us to be competitive, we need although Rico Dowdle's been doing great here lately, we still need a good running back. We need another good offensive lineman out of the draft or through free agency, one or the other,
receiver,
and a number 2 receiver. We need a real number 2 on offense. I think those 3, another offensive lineman, a running back, and a receiver will solidify what we need on offense.
and then everything else on defense.
On defense, I think we need to get rid of Diggs.
I do too.
Go get a corner. Zimmer's defense is built on people.
I like Carson.
I do too, but their defense is built on hitting people.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't have a corner that's good in coverage, but won't come up and take and put a lick on somebody.
No.
We need a corner. We need another defensive lineman guy, a good defensive lineman, maybe a defensive end, and a linebacker.
Yeah.
Those 4 players right there, plus the ones I said earlier, if we can get those, we'll have a chance next year.
I think another player that might be going next year. They're talking about maybe Hooker or Wilson.
Hooker? I like Wilson. Though.
Well, he's not that great of a cover guy, but
No,
as long as everything's in front of him, and
he's good in third down situations.
Yeah,
he's good, and I'm coming after the quarterback.
Yeah, I said, I didn't see many plays on defense like the stunts and stuff. We also he got a safety. What do you call it?
Sack?
Yeah. Well, he ran blitz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, corner blitz.
No, I call him safety blitz.
Safety blitz. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a brain fart there for a minute.
That's all good. What we got on the spread on this game?
On this game, it's Philly by 9.5. Over under 40.5. I'm going over the Cowboys though.
I don't think they'll beat them by 9.5. We don't even know if Hurts is going to be playing.
Yeah, I know. They're going with the over.
I think the Cowboys can beat Philly.
In Philly?
In Philly, with a backup quarterback on either side, both sides. We have a better chance with Hurts being out, but I don't feel like Hurts is a great quarterback.
I don't either.
He's a good runner. He's an extra running back. That's what I feel like. I'm going with Cowboys straight up. All right. Let's jump up to the Christmas Day games.
All right.
We got Kansas City versus the Steelers. Kansas City are 14-1. Steelers are 10-5. Kansas City beat the Texans last week, and Steelers lost to Baltimore.
Yeah. Line on that's Kansas City by 2.5. Over under is 43.5. I think the Steelers going to take them. I can pick the Steelers and the under.
And I'm going Steelers straight up because we don't even know if Mahomes is going to play.
Oh, yeah?
Huh?
I didn't know that.
What do you mean?
I didn't know if he was going to play.
Huh?
You know he may not play.
Well, he hurt his ankle 2 weeks ago, and he limped around on it. And now I think, well, let me see. You got Kansas City.
Baltimore.
Where's Baltimore?
Right below
10-5. 14-1. Who you got?
Buffalo at 10-3.
10-3.
Right.
Buffalo at 12-3.
Or 12-3.
12-3. That about it, ain't it?
And the Lions.
No, I'm talking about AFC. So they're 12-3. Buffalo, where you at? Buffalo.
Buffalo, Ravens, and the Chiefs.
Well, there's a 2-game difference, so I guess maybe Mahomes will play hard because
and then the Texans. They're the other AFC team.
Yeah,
The top 4.
but nobody's gonna catch.
Oh no.
They can't take the number 1 spot from him.
Oh no. I'm just saying that they're first in their division.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at, or is Mahomes and the boys going to play this week? Since they're 14-1, Buffalo's 12-3. They got a 2-game difference, so technically Buffalo could beat them because Buffalo beat them in the regular season.
Yeah.
So if Buffalo wins out, Kansas City has to lose 1. They have to lose their last 2 games
Yeah.
in order to lose the first round bye. So they will be playing this week because they won't be able to afford that.
Right.
They won't be able to afford that. So still going with Steelers. All right, we got Baltimore, Houston. Baltimore 10-5, Houston 9-6. Baltimore beat Steelers, and Houston
got beat by Kansas City.
They got beat by Kansas City. I don't know why I put that. They got beat by Kansas City.
The line on that is Baltimore by 5.5. Over under is 46.5. I think they're going. Texans going to cover. I'm going with the over.
Oh, I'm going Baltimore. Straight up. We got Seattle and the Bears. Seattle's 8-7. Bears 4-11. They both lost last week. Seattle got beat by Minnesota. The Bears got beat by the Lions.
The line on that, Seattle by 3.5. Over under is 43.5. I'm going with the Seahawks and the under.
And I'm going Seahawks straight up. We got the Chargers at New England. Chargers 9-6. New England's 3-12. Chargers beat Denver last week, which I didn't expect. And New England got beat by Buffalo.
The line on that is Chargers by 4. Over under is 42.5. I'm going with the Chargers and the under.
And I'm going with Chargers straight up. All right. We got Denver versus Cincinnati. Denver's 9-6. Cincinnati 7-8. Denver got beat by the Chargers, and Cincinnati beat the Browns.
Line on that is Cincy by 3.5. Over under is 49.5. I think the Broncos are going to at least cover. I'm going with the under.
I don't want to do this. I'm going with Cincinnati on this game, but I really feel like the Chargers are going to win it. I don't know why I'm picking Cincinnati or Broncos. I really feel like the Broncos are going to win it.
Yeah.
We got the Cardinals versus the Rams. Cardinals 7-8, Rams 9-6. Cardinals got beat by the Panthers, and the Rams won against the Jets.
Line on that is the Rams by 6.5. Over under 47.5. We'll go with the Rams and the under.
I'm going with the Rams straight up. Skip that one. We got the Jets versus Buffalo. Jets 4-11. Buffalo's 12-3. Jets got beat by the Rams, and Buffalo beat Patriots.
Buffalo by 11. Over under 45.5. Going with Buffalo and the under.
I'm going straight up with Buffalo. We got Tennessee versus the Jags. Tennessee's are 3-12. Jags 3-12. They both lost last week. Tennessee lost to Indy. Jags lost to the Raiders.
Jacksonville by 1. Over under is 39.5. I think Tennessee's going to take it. And the under.
And I'm going straight up with Tennessee. I like the Jags. I really do.
Yeah.
I like them, but they just haven't been putting it together this year.
They don't have their quarterback.
Yeah.
He got hammered.
Smoked.
Oh, my God.
Just absolutely annihilated. We got Carolina versus Tampa Bay. Carolina's 4-11. Tampa Bay is 8-7. Tampa Bay won against the Cardinals. Tampa Bay got beat by them boys. That's what I'm talking about. This game is huge
For Tampa.
because if they can win the next two, you got Atlanta.
They got to get beat.
Atlanta plays Washington. If they can beat,
Atlanta's up 2 games
one game.
because they swept them.
No, they're up a half a game.
Half a game. I
Well,
thought they already beat them twice.
they beat them twice. They had the same record.
Okay.
See, Tampa Bay's 8-7. Atlanta's 8-7. They have the same record, but Atlanta has the tiebreaker because he beat them. They beat Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay has to win out, and Atlanta has to lose one of the next 2 games. So if Tampa Bay wins this game and Atlanta gets beat by Washington, then they're back in.
Okay.
And then Tampa Bay has to win the next game in order to.
All right. The line on that, Tampa Bay by 8. Over under 49.5. Yeah, it's their time. They gonna do it, Jack.
Tampa Bay by 8.
They ain't gonna beat them by 8.
Baker Mayfield ain't gonna let that happen.
They gonna. Yeah, they've been playing the Kansas City.
They've been playing hard. They ain't gonna say
They've
that.
been close.
Yeah.
The Eagles, all of them.
Well, they just beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, and over under, I'm going unders.
I'm going Tampa Bay straight up.
I thought I'd just throw that in. I'll give them.
It could be. It could happen. Good.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Raiders and the Saints. Raiders 3-12, Saints 5-9. Raiders won against the Jags, and the Saints lost against the Packers.
The line on that is New Orleans by 1. Over under is 37.5. I'm going with the Raiders and the under.
And I'm going with the Raiders straight up. Spencer Rattler looks horrible.
Oh my.
The Colts versus the Giants. Colts 7-8. Giants 2-13. Colts beat Tennessee. Giants got beat by the Falcons.
Indianapolis by 8. Over under is 40.5. I'm going with the Colts and the under.
Yeah, I'm going with Colts straight up. I'm actually putting Richardson in for my quarterback this week. All right, we got Miami at the Browns. Miami 7-8. Browns 3-12. Miami beat San Francisco, which everybody is, and the Browns lost against Cincy.
Miami by 6.5. Over under is 39.5. Going with Miami and the under.
Then I'm going with Miami straight up. All right, we got Green Bay versus Minnesota. This is going to be one of the best games.
Yeah.
Green Bay 10-4, Minnesota's 13-2. They both won. Green Bay beat the Saints. Minnesota beat Seattle. Earlier in the year, Minnesota beat Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. And the line on that is Minnesota by 1. And over under 48.5. I think the Vikings are going to beat them again. I think it's going to be an over.
If you look at this, technically Green Bay's picked to win.
Because they usually get what?
You usually get 2.5 for home field advantage.
Yeah.
You're only giving them 1. So it really and truly, it's like Green Bay's a 1.5 point favorite. And I'm going with Green Bay straight up. All right, we got Atlanta versus Washington. This is going to be another good game. This is, like we just said, this game right here means a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Atlanta versus Washington. Atlanta's 8-7. Washington 10-5. Atlanta beat the Giants, and Washington beat Philly, which I liked a lot. MIA Philly. Let me say something. I'm so sorry about y'all's loss. I'll tell you what. I'm so devastated. But let me say this. If Atlanta can beat Washington, okay, and I looked at this earlier. Who is it? Seattle, maybe? Is it Seattle? 8-7. Or is it the Rams? The Rams. I think it's the Rams. I can't remember how this works, but if Atlanta beats Washington in this game,
mm-hmm.
and I think it's if the Rams win out, or if it's Seattle that wins out, there's a couple of different ways. And we beat Washington in the last week, they're out.
Washington's out?
Yeah. That's the way. That's from what I can tell, because they're 10-5. They can't go above 10. But Rams, they have the tiebreaker on them.
Yeah.
So if the Rams lose a game and then win another game, and they end up 10-6 or 10-7, and Washington ends up 10-7, Rams again, and Washington's out.
That's good. Line on that, Washington by 4, over under 47.5. I'm going with Washington.
I'd love to ruin Dan Quinn's season.
Yes. And
you know the Cowboys would be like,
mm-hmm.
we get this big. If it comes down to like if we get to beat
Last
these
game.
guys from going to the playoffs, they are going to be on fire that game. You can get tickets to this game, not this game, but the Cowboy game. I look like down low, like in the second level, not the bottom level, but the second level for like $90. Like not way up there, like way down here.
That'd be awesome.
I thought about it myself already. I'm picking Atlanta straight up to beat them. Atlanta, on the other hand, is playing to stay alive to win the South. So, and then we got Detroit and San Francisco. Detroit's 13-2. San Francisco's 6-9. Detroit beat the Bears, and San Francisco got beat by Miami.
And the line on that is Detroit by 4. Over under is 50.5. I'm gonna go with Detroit and the under.
And I'm going Detroit straight up. So anyway, so that's our picks. Put your picks in if you want to try to win a hat of your choice. Gift card on his. Put your picks in. Let us know what your picks are, who you're betting against, so we know which one you're going against. And like, subscribe, hit notifications. I know we're coming down to the end of the year, you know, technically the regular season, and our channel it's just, you know, just trying to get out there. So we're doing all kinds of things we can. We're going to start doing some
I was gonna say
Cowboys talk stuff and some different things on the side.
Yeah.
And I know this is we're going to continue to do this all the way through the Super Bowl, but I want to add on.
I was gonna say, if anybody out there watching got any constructive criticism on about maybe how we can make our videos better, or what y'all might want to see, let us know in the comments. Would make it better.
Yeah, we'll do whatever. We don't care.
It's just what y'all think would be y'all would like to see.
Yeah,
different things. Make it happen.
It helps us.
Yeah, help us a lot.
Help us a tremendous amount. So that's what we got this week. Like I said, put your picks in, both sides. Get yourself in a gift card or a hat of your choice, any team whatsoever. You guys have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Be safe this year. Don't drink and drive. And, you know, enjoy.
Enjoy your family.
Enjoy your family. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got. Life goes by so fast. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So enjoy what you got while you got it, and move forward, and let all that other stuff that's hanging over your head, let it go. Ain't got time for that crap.
No.
All we're gonna do is look forward. That's it.
Yep.
So we appreciate you guys watching our videos, and we will see you guys again. I'm gonna say next week, because I'm having knee replacement surgery and on the 10th. So I'll see you next week. But the next one, we got to figure out a way to do a video of how we're going to do it, because I'm going to be I'll be in the hospital, they said, I got a bunch of stuff, not just knee replacement, a bunch of stuff doing on my knee. So I'm going to be in the hospital they said anywhere from a week to 2. So we'll see how it goes. We'll figure it out. Enjoy y'all's holidays, and we will see you guys next week.